Hey, it's the sports guy Pat Walsh for KFBK.com. Today we're talking about kickoffs in football, both the college level, quite frankly, and at the pro level in the NFL. And Tampa Bay Buccaneers coach Greg Schiano, if there's ever been a tough, hard-nosed football coach, it's this guy for Tampa Bay. And he's been in Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner's ear, about kickoff returns and, in fact, eliminating kickoffs from the NFL because we see so many guys being injured because of the impact, the high impact of the kickoffs in the NFL. It's the same thing in college football. So here in the latest Time magazine, Greg Schiano actually told Roger Goodell that he had an idea to eliminate these kickoffs. And here's his idea. Greg Schiano said that what we need to do is start the game placing the ball on the 30-yard line and making it 4th down and 15. So you can either run a play and try to get that 15 yards or punt. Which right away when I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking, punt? Okay, well, on a punt, it may not be a kickoff, but you're still having that high impact as the guy's trying to tackle a guy who just caught the punt. So really, you're not eliminating the kickoff. You're still punting the ball, and there's still going to be that high impact. Anyhow, so we're talking about this yesterday at my favorite cigar shop, which happens to be in Loomis, Tobacco Republic in Loomis. So me and the old boys were sitting around talking about this and going, well, this is never going to happen. I understand that guys are being injured playing the game of football. We're not trying to take this lightly, but to put the ball on the 30-yard line and have it 4th down and 15 to start the game seemed a little bit ridiculous, and I doubt it that it's ever going to happen. So what we did is we came up with 10 other ways that you can lessen the impact in both college and the NFL. Mainly we're talking about the NFL at this point. Number one, here's an idea. How about padding the helmets? You put padding on the outside of the helmets, kind of like that stuff they used to use on the wrestling mats, that really thick foam stuff. Now, you're going to look like the Great Gazoo from the Flintstones, for those of you who remember the Great Gazoo. So the helmet's going to be like this big. But, when you hit those two helmets together, it's going to lessen that impact just from that, that padding. Number two, and we used to do this all the time in the streets. You go out and play street football with your brothers. What'd you do? 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. You count 3 alligators before you can rush the passer or before you can rush the kickoff returner once he grabs the ball. But who does that? Is it the referee counting 1 alligator, 2 alligator? Do you have a gator clock? That's the question. There's always questions with all these. Number 3, make it all field goals. All field goals. There's no need for a linebacker, really, or a quarterback at this point. And in fact, your kicker becomes the most important person on the field at that point. If you don't make it, you punt the ball to the other team, and, hey, they just try a field goal. So it's all field goals. Number 4, use airbags, similar to a car. You got the airbag. You can put them in the shoulder pads. You can put them in the neck roll. You can put them inside the helmet. You even have that little beeper thing, like when a truck is back up, beep, 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 beep. And the closer it gets, little radar. So the closer it gets, the higher impact, or the louder the beeps get, so you know when the impact's coming. Maybe that's an idea. Here's one for you. I really like this one. Go back to the old days. The leather helmets. No face masks. How many guys that weigh 260 pounds that can run like a bolt of lightning are going to choose to go hit a guy head-to-head with a leather helmet with no face mask? Probably not many. Here's one. How about cutting down the number of players on the field? Hey, instead of 11 guys on each side, let's make it 5-on-5 football. Right away, you have to figure it numbers-wise alone. Hey, 5 guys on the field instead of 11, fewer guys injured. Enough said right there. Make players... I like this one. Make players wear chains with a huge tire attached to it. So when they kick the ball off, right, and you make the kick returner wear it too. So it's like the electric football game we used to have as a kid. And they got to run like this, and they got to drag that tire before they can go make the tackle. I kind of like that one. Install a bowling lane. So you just do that on the side of the field. Pick a guy from each team. Guy bowls, whoever gets the best ball. Well, that team gets the kickoff, and you just choose the instead of kicking off, you just bowl for it, and then you pick the yard line in which you want to start. How about eliminating this one? I actually kind of like. If you're going to eliminate it, I kind of like this one. How about just eliminating the kickoff altogether? You place the ball at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, 20-yard line. That's the way you go. Number 9, make it. If this is the old standard, you make it 2-hand touch or flag football. And then number 10, do like the XFL used to do, where they just put the ball there. Two guys run for the ball. Whoever grabs it takes possession first. They get the ball, and then you just choose the yard line. Or, here's the final one. Keep it like it is. Because if you implement any of these ridiculous rules, at least a player coming up through high school, through college, and into the NFL knows what he's getting into, just like he knows right now what he's getting into when he signs a huge contract. I'm not trying to be insensitive to these guys with injuries, because I know they're serious, and I know they can be they certainly can affect you for the rest of your life. But the fact is, you know what you're getting into when you choose to play football. For KFBK.com, the sports guy, Pat Walsh.